Hello, everyone. Okay, so we have been talking about introduction to China, and we have been focusing on the mega city Beijing. But today, I introduce to you another mega port city that is Guangzhou. I traveled there some time ago, and I decided today, let me just tell you more about this city, also known as the city of flowers. Okay, now Guangzhou is a metro population of about 14.2 million people as of 2023. And before COVID-19, before a lot of people left, there were also about 80,000 foreigners by 2019. Okay, of course, that number reduced when people traveled back home. Others were not able to come back, but have not yet followed on the current population of foreigners in Guangzhou. Now, Guangzhou is a very, very vibrant city. Okay, it's a very, very vibrant city, and a lot of people, those who come to China to buy goods for resale, usually go to Guangzhou, mainly because it is a port for shipping goods and wholesalers and manufacturers, and a lot of goods are housed there. Okay, so there are a lot of things about Guangzhou that are very, very interesting. Okay, it was also listed in the Forbes magazine as one of China's second city with the greatest change for 2 consecutive years. Okay, and it's also loved by so many people in terms of progress and innovations. Right, Guangzhou is the capital city of a province called Guangdong, and it is the pillar of 3 main industries, namely automobiles, electronics, and petrochemical industry. Okay, Guangzhou is one of the earliest adopters of smart programs and AI technologies across governmental systems. Okay, it is also a major transport hub connecting with air, rail, road, and water-based connections, both locally and international destinations. Right, now we know that a lot of people, when they travel to Guangzhou, they want to know safe areas for foreigners to stay in. Well, there are some places that are very popular with foreigners because foreigners we usually love to stay in the CBD or where there is security and comfort at the same time. So in Guangzhou, people stay in districts called Tianhe, USU, Panyu, Baiyun districts. Those are the very popular districts with foreigners. When I went to Guangzhou myself, I was staying in Baiyun, which is a little bit in the CBD. Okay, because I was just there for a few days, so I had to make sure that I stay where I'm able to see a lot of things around the city. So that is where I went, and also, like I said, it is one of the biggest places where you can find electronics in terms of gadgets, in terms of, computers and cell phones and everything that is electronic. So I visited one of the largest electronic markets in Guangzhou, and I was amazed. I was thinking, like, I wish I had a lot of money. I could have bought a lot of stuff. But yeah, the place is very huge. They've got, floors for phones, floors for computers, for any other electronics, every department and everything. And when you go into those places, this is where you find a lot of foreigners there. Okay, I even bought some computers from there for my own personal use. So this is why a lot of people, they love Guangzhou. It is all because of when you can easily get a lot of stuff, and you don't even need to worry about shipping back home because the ports are also there. Warehouses, they are also there, so you can buy your goods, go contact your warehouse straight up, the shipping companies, and you can easily ship your goods from Guangzhou to anywhere in the world, and it becomes a little bit cheaper when you do it that way. That is the reason why you find a lot of people who come from Zimbabwe, I'm just using Zimbabwe as an example. Okay, they just go straight to Guangzhou, buy their goods, put them in a ship, and they leave. So that is the convenience of the city of Guangzhou. But for those of you who just love to come and see Guangzhou for tourism, yes, you can also enjoy this kind of activities in Guangzhou because they have what is called the Canton Tower. They've got a Chimeleng Safari Park, which is one of the biggest. Okay, they also have a Chimeleng International Circus, one of the biggest circuses in China. They also have an island. They have Ancestral Hill. They have temples. They have museums. A lot happens in Guangzhou. Like I said, it is the biggest city in the province of Guangdong, and it is among the 4 tier cities in China. It falls under, it shares this title with Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen. So those are the 4 top tier cities in China: Guangzhou, Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen. So you can just understand that China is a very, very big city, but for a city to be chosen as one of the mega top tiers, it means it really lives up to its name. Okay, so also in Guangzhou, this is also where you find some European buildings. They have sections where they have adopted the European style of buildings. Okay, they've got modern architecture that you can see, and they are moving with time, with technology. Because of technological innovations, most of the offices and everything, they're now smart offices. Okay, with the taking over of AI, you have to expect a lot from there. Okay, so when I went to Guangzhou, I really liked being there, because I got a chance of, seeing a lot of places. But what really amazed me most was the electronic market. I walked and I just couldn't finish the whole place because a lot of goods there. I was just wishing and wishing and making more and more wishes, okay? Because, that time when we go there, sometimes we're on a budget, or we are just going there focusing on some certain things that we want to buy. But when you get there, this is when you find that there are a lot of other things that you want to buy. So it becomes very tempting, okay? And one thing I love also about the city of Guangzhou, the traveling itself, local traveling is very convenient. Buses everywhere, taxis, and you can even take subway. The subway is just there by the market, so you don't even need to worry. You can see in this video here, just by that corner there, this is the subway. As soon as you come out of that subway station, you are already in the electronic market. So it's also convenient for you to do whatever you want to do in the city of Guangzhou. Okay, that is why I really loved being there. Okay, it's a very, very big city, but unfortunately, because where it is situated, sometimes they don't understand the Chinese dialect that is spoken in the north, where Beijing is. So sometimes the dialect is a little bit different in terms of them maybe speaking Cantonese or something. This communication is a little bit difficult, but they would understand the words that you're talking about, or whatever you're saying, they'll understand you. But there might be some, communication breakdown, especially when you're used to talking to people in Beijing. So when you travel to Guangzhou, the dialect is a little bit different. But yeah, this is all I have for you about the mega city of Guangzhou, which is one of the biggest cities in China, with a population of about 14.2 million people. I'm just talking of the metro population. I'm not talking of the suburban, subway. I'm not talking of those. I'm just talking of the metro population. So I stayed in a hotel that was in the CBD. So it was a very, very nice place. As you can see in the video there, I took these shots from my hotel window. Okay, and those colored towers there, these are the towers that I told you about. These are the towers that I spoke about. When I said one of the most precious international tourist attractions in Guangzhou. Okay, that is the tower that I was talking about there. The one that you're going to see, I had there with some colors. There are actually 2 of them. Okay, there are actually 2 2 towers. The other one is called the Canton Tower. The other one is by you. Okay, so yes, this is the city of Guangzhou. And for those people always asking, but when we go to Guangzhou, which city can we go if we want to buy goods for reselling back home? I will say go to Guangzhou. This is where everything is. After buying whatever you buy, ports are there, warehouses are there, shipping companies are there. Even us, when we buy goods in China, we have to send back the goods to Guangzhou for storage and shipping. Okay, like I said, those of you who love the nightlife, well, Guangzhou is it's got a very, very vibrant nightlife. There is a lot that goes on there. Beautiful views, of the Pearl River. There's a Pearl River there that you can just go by a boat and be, around the city, okay? And then there's also some cultural shows that take place, especially the Cantonese opera. For those of you who love Chinese opera, Guangzhou is a place where to be. They've got one of the biggest opera centers in Guangzhou there. I did take a video of that place. I think I'm going to look for it in another file, and maybe I'm going to share with you. It's a very, very beautiful, beautiful place. Very, very beautiful, opera center there, one of the biggest in the world, okay? And also a very, very big circus, right? Anyway, my name is Ziki, and I hope you're all doing very well, and I hope you enjoy this video of Guangzhou. And the next time you find yourself in Guangzhou, just look for all those things that I've spoken about. And of course, when you're going back to Beijing, like I said, there's airlines, there's rail. You can now go back to Beijing or to any other city. The connection to transportation is just so superb. There is no way you can say, well, how am I going to travel there? What am I going to do? Transportation is very, very convenient. International connections, they also have an international airport, which is one of the biggest as well. Well managed. And then locally, you can say, trust that you can be connected to any city by rail, by air, okay, by road, and by water. Anyway, please subscribe and stay so that you don't miss on this and more. And until I come back again with another introduction to China, please take care. Bye-bye. So now back to Beijing. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you more and more videos from Beijing. Okay. Well, there we go. We are back in the capital city of Beijing at Beijing International Airport. We are back there now. So anyway, like I said, I cannot go out many times to give you those videos, but when I do, trust you me, you see places and you see things. So this is all and all and all. As we land, brace up, put on your seatbelts, relax. We are back to the Jing. We call it the Jing here. We are back to the Jing. Back to the Jing. That is Beijing. Bei means north. Okay, so we are back to the north. Please brace up. We're landing.